Believe it or not, I never talked about the invasion to anyone. It was one of the worst days of my life. It was horrible. It was just horrible.
It has been said that the best classroom is at the foot of an elderly person. I know that to be true because I get to meet so many remarkable and inspirational seniors every day in court. Unfortunately, very few of them ever get a chance to tell their stories or share their wisdom. Until now. Welcome to the story of my life.
My name is Leo J. Andrioni. I was born in 1924, and this is the story of my life. My parents emigrated from Italy. They had no formal education. They couldn't speak English. My father worked in a textile mill. He was a weaver. My family, we were very poor people at the time. When I was about 8 years old, I started selling newspapers. I'll never forget, it was called the Daily Record, the Boston Daily Record. You worked on a commission. If you sold 20 newspapers, you get 20 cents. First night I made 17 cents. I never forgot it. At a profit of 17 cents. And I felt so good. I went home and I gave it to my mother. And she said, "What's that for?" I said, "I want you to have my first pay. And I hope I can give you a lot more." Graduated high school in 1941. And then, of course, the war came. I enlisted in the Navy. I was put aboard a ship, which was the PC-1232, the ship that I was on for the entire duration of the war. By early morning, we were on the coast of France. We were patrolling near the shore, and the major ships, the battleships, the cruisers were shooting over our heads on the beach, and the Germans were shooting at the ships, and we were underneath, and they were going over our heads like that. What we did was we would escort in some of the landing craft, and one particular incident that has always bothered me. We were escorting an LCVP. It's a small, it's a landing craft, and it was full of soldiers. I looked over, and I saw probably 60 or 70, to me, and I was only 18 and 19 at the time, like kids, all with their packs on, their guns, and the expression on their faces, I'll never forget. I looked at them, my thumbs up, no response. And I did the sign of the cross for them, no response. These kids believe me, were so scared and so upset and so, they were sitting there. I never saw a smile on one face. The kids were they knew that most of them were going to be killed. You could tell, they just knew it. What we did from there on in, ships were being blown up by mines or by aircraft. And we would go alongside any ship that was still floating, tie up to the ship and take off wounded people. Well, there was just one outstanding, horrible experience that I never talked about it. I just couldn't. But I will try to explain what happened. We went aboard it was an LST that hit a mine. It blew a hole right through the middle of the ship. I can't explain some of the mutilated bodies I saw that were ripped in half, and it was horrible. But I went below decks. I could hear somebody saying, help us get out, help us get out. We can't open the door, we can't open this bulkhead door. So we tried, believe me, I would have broke my back if I had to do it. We could not budge it. I stayed aboard a few more minutes trying to open that thing. The other guy that was with me left, and it just to no avail. And then as we drifted away, and about 15 minutes later, we could see that the LST just kind of flipped over and sunk. And that was it. You know, we did some more patrolling after that. Then the war ended in Europe, and we came back to the States. Maybe within a year, that's when I met my wife. I met my wife at a dance. I was sitting at a table. This is just the way it happened. Sitting at a table with 4 other guys. She came walking in, and I looked over, and I said, "See that girl?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to marry that girl. This is the truth, just the way it happened." I said, "I'm going to marry that girl." After a little while, I got up, I went over, asked her to dance, and she did. From there on in, it was the best move I ever made. We had 3 children, 3 the finest children anybody could ask for. My greatest achievement is I think I have such a great family. My wife, my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. They love us so much. They're so good to us. And I just feel that I did something right somewhere, because it's just wonderful. I would just like to be remembered as being a good person, a fair person, good to my family, good to my friends. And that's it. I don't think I could ask for anything more than that.